Hi everybody, Jennifer McCulloch here. I decided that I wanted to share with you each month a book that kind of helped impact my life and change it, and just give you just a little idea what the book's about, and a couple of my takeaways maybe. And so I guess I figured we could, you could have wine with me, and maybe we'll learn something together. um, I kind of back in 2015 is kind of, I talk about that year a lot, because that was the year that just my life changed, that I made the decision. I made the choice that I wanted a different life, a better life. I wanted to be a better person, a better human. And so it's funny, because when you make these decisions to anything in your life, but when you just make a choice and a decision to do something for yourself, I feel like things gravitate toward you that you need in your life at that time. And so I was speaking to, it's not the first book I ever read, obviously, but this was, I was speaking to a friend of mine, and just kind of telling them where I was at in life, and they said, "Oh, I'm reading this book right now. You should read it with me. It's really, I'm sure you'll enjoy it." So anyway, I did, and it's called Taking Life Head On by Hal Elrod. It is the How to Love the Life You Have While You Create the Life of Your Dreams. So I printed it out, and you can't really, that doesn't really help. Not very helpful. Anyway, I do a lot of ebooks and Audible books, so I can't just hold up the paperback, even though paperback's kind of my preference. I like to highlight things, and I have a hard time with Audible sometimes, like paying attention. It's easy for my mind to start wandering and thinking about 100 other things. But anyway, this book, Taking Life Head On, How to Love the Life You Have While You Create the Life of Your Dreams. And it's about a guy who is young. I think in his early 20s. It's been a while. I mean, I read this in 2015. But he's really ambitious, and he's very successful in what he's doing with his life. And he ends up getting into a really bad car accident. And anyway, basically he can't walk. They're saying he can never walk again. And, kind of him overcoming all of that, and overcoming those limitations. And he actually does walk again. Spoiler alert. But the thing I loved about this book was it was really, really easy to read. It was funny, which that's always good. It was very, very inspiring. And even though you couldn't really relate, I mean, you might relate to him, but I didn't necessarily in my life relate to this human, but just hearing what he could overcome in his life, and knowing that it was choices, like literally he just had to choose, to be positive. He had to choose to say, no, this isn't going to limit me. I have the power within me to accomplish anything. And to see, to read him taking those steps and overcoming those challenges was incredible. And so there was that. So it was very inspiring. One of the things that was kind of a big takeaway for me that I still use to this day is he talks about kind of his 5-second negative rule. He says basically, like, so here's a great example. If you're running late to an appointment and you're stuck in traffic, and we just get angry and we're frustrated, and all of a sudden our whole day just goes to crap and we're in a bad mood. It's like he says, you get 5 minutes. You get 5 minutes to feel negative, feel frustrated, yell and scream, whatever you need to do. And then that's it. You let it go, because literally anything you do beyond that serves you zero purpose. It's not going to change the traffic pattern. It's not going to make you on time. And his takeaway from that is, like, what are you going to learn from that? So the next time you have to be somewhere, are you going to leave 10 minutes early? I mean, obviously we can't always control the traffic, But his point is, if you are concerned about that, you don't want that to happen again, you have the choice to go, okay, I'm gonna leave a little bit earlier. Maybe I'm gonna take a different path. I don't know. But his whole point is dwelling on the negativity and allowing that to destroy the rest of our day on what could be a really good day. Has zero purpose. So why do we do it? I don't know. We all do it. I mean, but that book for me was sort of the catalyst that I was just like, yeah, like I can do that. Okay. And I would think about that like every time I would be in a bad mood or have a frustration, and I'm not, maybe not always great at it now. I have my moments, but I really, that was a huge takeaway for me. And that was the first book that I read that just was like, okay, this guy could do it, and he could change his thought process in his life and overcome really hard things, like 10 times harder than I can imagine. You know, I can take a baby step and implement one small thing in my life. And then right now we need to drink wine. Anyway, so if you're looking for a great book that's an easy read, you can get this book. I don't think you can get this one on Audible, actually. I think I got this through Amazon or Kindle, I want to say. It was like $15 or something, unless you have a membership. But anyway, super easy book to read. I highly recommend it. Again, it's called Taking Life Head On: How to Love the Life You Have While You Create the Life of Your Dreams. And he has other books, and I'll talk about those another time. But anyway, I hope you enjoy that. I hope you read it. And if you do, you let me know, and let me know what you think about it. And I look forward to sharing another fantastic book that helped change my life next month. Okay, have a great evening, and hopefully enjoy your beverage of choice tonight. Good night.